Hey everybody, what's up? You know, I'm a subscriber to Review Tech USA, and he basically mentioned something about the fact that the new Durango, or the Xbox 720 if you will, when it's coming out, basically what the price ranges is going to be depending on what version of the system you want. Like basically, if you want the total package of it, it's going to cost around $500 possibly. Now I said these are rumored prices, and if they're rumored, then let's hope they change for the better financially. But he said for $500 that that you'd be basically getting the total package. And I think I took a picture with my iPod, because you can take pictures of screens with your iPod. Kind of ironic. And if you hear anything in the background, that's SpongeBob playing in the background, because my nephew's here and he's spending the night. And according to this one person that responded to his video about, I'd say about 12 hours ago, he's saying that he's not saying anything like that for himself. How $500 are okay to deal with, and this is why they explain why. They say you will have an 8-core processor, a 130 graphic card, 8 gigs of RAM, the power supply, and the motherboard with USB 3.0 and maybe 2 HDMI outputs, and with obviously one controller and Connect 2.0. And he says, I don't think you will find a computer with this and the Connect/720 controller for $500. I just think it's okay. You can't find it cheaper. He says, I just think it's okay. You can't find it cheaper in a computer. Well, you might be surprised sometimes, but yeah. Basically, that's what the rumored 500 price would give you. Basically, all that, the 8 gigabytes of RAM, the processor, if you will, the 130 graphic card, I think he said it is. The 130. Okay, the 8-core processor, the 130 graphic card, the 8 gigs of RAM, the power supply, the motherboard with USB 3.0, possibly 2 HDMI outputs, and of course the controller and the Connect 2.0. I do agree that, I guess they do have a point, and I do agree that perhaps a 500, that's not too bad, but now with today's economy and everything, you want to try to have it toned down a little bit. You want to have it, not as expensive, or not as, credit card, debit card, wallet draining, if you know what I mean. Now, the other one is supposedly going to be less than that, but for the rumored $300 system, you would also have to you would have to buy a membership for a whole year. And a whole year membership, if it's still the same price as it is for the 360, which I do have, but if it's the same price with a 360, then it's definitely, basically together you won't be just paying $300. You'll be paying essentially about $350, if not $375, all depending. Because remember, stores will ask you if you want to have a service plan in check, and my recommendation is always get a service plan if you can afford it. But yeah, that's Yeah, it's really, really kind of a difference there, because I remember when Xbox first came, when the 360, the original 360, which I do have. In fact, I got the controller for that to prove it. Right here. When it came out, it gave you basically a month free of gold. So essentially, you could basically, for 1 month, you had gold membership, and it gave you enough time, a month's time from when you bought it, to save up the money and probably get the monthly payments, which like I have, or get the year-long payment, which basically allows you to be on gold for a whole year and not have to worry about anything else. So, to me, that was perfect. To me, that was quite a bargain, because essentially you had, $7.99 or now $20 worth of a membership for 1 month for free when you bought the 360. But now they're talking about, according to the rumor, that you may have to buy the membership with the system, with the $300 system. And to a lot of people, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, I know it makes sense to those at Microsoft, maybe, but to the consumer, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Essentially, if you're going to sell them this product, you might as well just give them the membership, even for a month, maybe 3 months. Give it to them for free, because if they got to spend $300 something just for a system like this, let them have it for free. I mean, I remember when I got my Xbox Arcade version, I got a membership for free, and I was able to go right into the automatic deal about it. So, but again, it's all about, obviously, but again, obviously the price point is basically about getting the total package, and that's why the rumored price points are $500 for the total package, or $300 for less than that. Now, the other things about the 720, obviously, rumor has it they are going to be backwards compatible. You will not have to be online, I guess. I'm not too sure about that, but we'll just have to wait and see what more information we'll get. But my reaction to the price guide is, you really have to hope and pray Microsoft reconsiders the pricing and lowers it. You really got to hope for it, because things are different from when the 360 first came out and the PS3 first came out. Things are a lot more different now. The economy is different, so you got to work around the consumer's pocket is what you got to do, the wallet, if you will. So that's all I'm going to say. Again, let's just hope and pray they reduce the prices on this, work with the consumer, because again, this is not back when they first came out with the 360, it's not back when the PS3 first came out, and it's definitely not back to when the 3DO and the Neo Geo came out. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. I'll talk to you later.